The Atari Creep YouTube channel is intended for a mature audience. Regardless of the subject matter, this video may contain strong language, simulated violence, and lots of psychological nudity. Viewer discretion is advised. What's up, creepers and geekers? Chris the Atari Creep. How is everyone doing today, guys? Do I fucking look and sound exhausted? I bet I do, because I am. I'm wicked exhausted. I was up all kinds of hours last night. I'm barely awake now, but I can't wait to get this video out. So before we actually get into the topic of this video, I want to say a huge congratulations, of course, again to Rick R for winning that custom Jason Voorhees NES style figure that we painted here on live YouTubes not too long ago. He was the first winner of the 2020 Walk Down the Alzheimer's campaign giveaway. There's going to be plenty more. Plenty more. I rifle them in throughout the videos too. I'll just randomly say a little quick, next 24 hours, next dollar you give me, you're entered to win this, that. You have 24 hours, go, So you really want to have your ear to the ground. I'm going to have a lot of really cool stuff here pretty soon. Maybe I'll do a whole video showing everything that I could possibly give to you. So, regardless, Rick, thank you. He got a hold of me today. We're going to have that out to him. Secondly, the reason I'm exhausted is because me and my buddy, Mr. Paco Paco, have been toying around with the idea of a podcast. And we started that. We recorded a little something a couple days ago. Nothing crazy. I don't even want to call it concrete, but I put it up anyway for the hell of it. At the end of this video, there will be a link at the bottom left corner of the screen to go to that channel. It's called Retro Coast to Coast. It's going to be a generalized podcast. Games, toys, video games, of course, movies, and just a couple of guys on either side of the country yapping about things that we love. We've been toying about doing it for a long time. We're finally making it happen. So I hope you enjoy it. It's still in its infancy. It still needs a lot of polish. So just bear with us as we move in and get things all decorated nicely. And of course, last, I have to thank Pete of Open Every Box. If it wasn't for him and his really cool, he had a live chat with Tommy Tallarico yesterday. If it wasn't for him hosting that and their conversation, this video would not be happening right now. In fact, it took everything in my power. I can't believe maybe I've already said it, but it took everything in my power to not just stop watching, run in here and make this video. What are we talking about today? Well, the thumbnail and the description already told you, so why am I asking? I don't know, because I'm stupid. 12 games. 12 Atari titles that are already confirmed for the Amico. He listed them all. The ones that are confirmed right now, set in stone. Now, when they're coming out, I don't know. A couple could come out at launch, and it could trickle in over the cost of the system's lifespan. But he did confirm these 12 titles are in some stage of confirmed development at Amico. And we'll start off, and some of these we already know. Some of these we already know. So I'm going to start off with Asteroids. Classic game. Classic. Timeless simplicity. I think it's perfect for a console like the Amico. Centipede, guys. My Atari Creep official video game. That's actually what this is. It's a cartridge of Centipede. My dream cabinet. Let me put that back in my video game dust sleeve to protect my investment. Go over to see him on Twitter. He's got what you need. And of course, there's the Walk Down Alzheimer's ones. All proceeds go to me. He doesn't even take a cut for the work or the supplies. But Centipede. I was so stoked to hear that. Centipede's one of my favorite games. I know you guys don't hear me talking about it too often as much as I do other games and stuff like that. But the Centipede arcade's like my dream actual arcade. If I had the money for one of those one-up ones when they came out, I would have bought one in a heartbeat. I don't care that we have no room. I would have made room for it. One of my favorite games. Okay, moving on. Missile Command. We all know how I feel about Missile Command. It looks amazing. It really does. A lot of people were kind of like, I'm more into the idea of what it is. You got people who can drop missiles as well as people defending the cities. Guys, I'm not awake. I can't speak. I'm sorry. But you got people working at both sides, and you have co-ops on the bottom and probably co-ops on the top. Can you imagine 4 people? I think more than 4 people would be a little bit too much. 2 people dropping missiles and 2 people trying to defend the cities. That is a fucking hell of a night. You and your girl and your friend and his couple, whatever. The neighbors, they come over, throw the kids in the fucking shed, tie them up. You guys have fun with the Missile Command. It's great. Pong. I think we've seen that there was going to be a variant of Pong. Now, I do have one thing I want to say. That Pong game that you can get in the marketplace, I think that one looks a little bit more interesting than what we've seen so far for the Amico. I'm not trying to puke on the Amico. You know, I love the Amico. But I gotta be real. Pong's one of those games where it's like you take it or leave it. You know, it's got its iconic status. It has its place in the world. Fuck, I don't even have a Pong unit anymore. It's just how kind of mad I am about Pong. But so far what we've seen hasn't been a full game either. So hopefully they will go the route of Pong Adventure or whatever. I know they're supposed to be doing their own thing. It's supposed to be an experience exclusive to the console. But yeah, Pong. It's Pong. Let's just put it this way. I know a guy, Arcade USA Willie, who's going to have a raging heart on when he hears this one. Tempest is coming. Tempest is coming to the Amico. And it is such an obvious title. It's such an obvious title. I think the disc on the controller is going to work well with that. You know what would be great, Tommy, if you have like a little suction cup thing to put on the disc so you can use it like a spinner paddle? If that's something that's in development, please shout out a real, wouldn't that be something? Or just fucking tell me straight up. A little suction cup thing with the, like, much like the buttons that you've already been showing off, like at Review Tech USA's interview. Spinner connector thing for the disc. Yes, make that shit happen. Yaz Revenge. That was something that was teased at. When he was initially talking about E.T. Wouldn't that be something if he got his revenge, Howard Scott Warshaw? And I took that as Yaz Revenge and not revenge because everyone picked on the E.T. game. I took that as wouldn't it be something. I think he was trying to throw another little hint there, but he confirmed it yesterday while talking to Pete. Yaz Revenge, another one of the greatest games ever. Warlords, I didn't even think of that. Again, spinner, Tommy, spinner attachment. Warlords, that sounds fun. I know there'll probably be like an 8-person mode, but again, anything over 4, in my opinion, I don't know how that would. Maybe it's just 2 screens on either side, and then everyone jumps around. I don't know. You guys, I'm sure, have it under control. Warlords seemed like an obvious title that I didn't even think of to begin with. So Warlords, fantastic. Adventure. Adventure's going to be a title on there. I didn't think of that one either. I am not a huge fan of the original Adventure. I didn't play it a lot as a kid. It was the last thing. I'm a simple arcade kind of guy. You guys know that. I've played it and I've done its things. I don't think I've ever done the Easter egg thing, which I guess is a bucket list you should probably do at least once in life. It's the first Easter egg ever. But it's not the type of thing that interests me. But I think it's an obvious title. An obvious title for the Amico. And I'm glad he got it. Skydiver. Another game I don't think I've played much. I remember playing it as a kid, but I don't remember playing much. So I don't really have much to comment on that. But it's cool that he got it. Night Driver. That's interesting. Keep the core of the game. Keep the gameplay style the same. Update it and add bonus stuff to it. Good to go. So I can see Night Driver. Night Driver being a decent hit. Breakout, we've already seen that one. I don't know if I can get too excited about Breakout just yet. Breakout's never, I'd say, a great game. It's iconic. We just played it over at Atari.io. Super Breakout. I couldn't do it. Spin around the paddles there, Tommy. Couldn't play because of my thumb. I'm not wearing my brace today. My thumb still hurts like fuck, but I'm sick of the fucking brace. I'm leaving it off today, whether it be a good idea or a bad idea. And last but not least, Luna Lambda. I was when I heard that, I was like, oh, okay. Obvious title again. It's an early iconic title for Atari themselves. It's fun in short bursts, much like a lot of Atari games are. Not my style of gameplay. I know a lot of dudes that love that whole gravity thing and trying to. It's a skill thing. It's a skill, patience thing, which I don't have, obviously. But yeah, no, it's a great addition. So we get 12 titles there, okay? Let's recap. We got Asteroid Centipede, Missile Command, Pong, Tempest, Yaz Revenge, Warlords, Adventure, Skydiver, Night Driver, Breakout, and Lunar Lander. And you know what my favorite part about all of this is? These are Atari titles that are in the works already for an Intellivision console. Not that I hate Atari, but how fucking weird is it that Intellivision is able to get these things going and they're able to talk about, yeah, it's in development for our system, but the people who own these names can't do the same. I don't know. It's mind-boggling. I'm not trying to, again, pit this versus that. I'm not trying to say it's lesser or greater, either side. It is what it is. That's what it is. So guys, which one of these are you most excited about? Give me your top 4. Because 5 is just fucking lame. Just give me 4. What is your top 4? For me, it's going to be Centipede, of course, Missile Command, Yaz Revenge, and I don't know. It's going to be a toss-up between Asteroids and Tempest. I'll just pick Tempest. But I want to hear yours. Guys, leave your feedback. Thumbs up, thumbs down, with or without the brace. All feedback to the Creep is positive, guys. Don't forget to donate to the Alzheimer's Association. Link is down below. You guys are smashing it this year. Destroying it. I'm almost at the goal, and I've only been doing this a week and a half. You guys are awesome. It's just, let's have fun with this. And when I ask for more donation, I'm talking about just to keep it fun. Give me another $1. That's all it's going to take for you to win all this cool shit. So if you throw $1, 50 cents, whatever it is you feel comfortable doing, you can win some really cool crap. But guys, thank you for all the glorious support that I've been getting already. It's overwhelmingly touching, so to speak. And I can't express my gratification, my gratitude enough. So guys, with that, I hope you're doing well. Thank you always so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Until next time, take care. Creep it real. I'm going to take a nap. Bye-bye.